poised to take off. It's suddenly pumping more blood, more oxygen, but its arteries and veins were long clogged. As the number of cars, buses and trucks multiplied, we never thought about the road. Finally, we have a golden solution, and suddenly there's life on the fast track, smoother journeys and highways that express themselves in a new language of a changing India. Come join us on this new road to prosperity on our brand new highways.
And that's part of a project called the Golden Quadrilateral. It connects India's four corners through its metros, Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata. And these swanky highways are changing the way we travel, facilitating our businesses and touching the lives of the people they connect.
So what is this Golden Quadrilateral? Perhaps a rising India's ultimate infrastructure dream. To understand its positives and pitfalls, we travelled across a prime stretch of this roadway, from the seat of power in New Delhi to the business and entertainment capital, Mumbai.
If you've been itching to take a break from work for a long time now and it's time that you're falling short of, then it's time to shift gears, hit the roads, get onto the highway. That's what Krishnendu Case and Vivek Sharma did when they needed a little break themselves. Got onto super bikes and left for Jaipur one winter morning. Their mission, lunch at Jaipur. For Krishnendu, a travel guide, it's a trip he's been on for more than a decade.
Most important thing that happened was the travelling time between Delhi and Jaipur. For us, in the tourism industry, it came down by at least 2 hours.
For the two Delhiites, the new highway definitely has an edge over the busy city roads.
High speeds are very risky there. The engine heats up for these machines very fast. So that is the reason we come to the highways whenever we have to have a good spin.
But all's not well on the expressways either.
We have roads like this where we can actually cruise at 120, but we don't have the traffic sense. The truckers are supposed to drive on the left, they drive on the middle. And so people have to be overtaken from both sides, which is dangerous.
So once you're on the road, you better stick to the rules. You never know when you might end up with some extra baggage. Stay on the right side of the law and make way for airborne vehicles. Little time, long roads and super bikes. Definition of a nation on the move.
The bikers' language, you say, so many roads, so little time.
And as someone said, it's good to have an end to journey towards. But in the end, it's the journey that matters.
Yes, the journey matters, especially for people who have to travel for work every single day. Let's find out if this journey is any easier for them now. Let's travel in a bus along with them. This tired and worn-out Rajasthan Roadways bus does several daily trips between Bhilwara and Chittorgarh. And its tired conductor Tulsi Ram's job for the last 24 years has been literally doing a where they work. And it's not just time they are saving, but the agonizing wait and hopeless traffic jams is also over.
अभी एक्सीडेंट होता ही नहीं है. अगर कभी हो गया तो भी जाम नहीं होता है. पहला रोड सिंगल था तो जाम हो जाता था.
A smoother ride means that the passenger is less exhausted when he reaches his workplace for the day. And for the driver, that little bit of saved energy means he's more alert when he's making those numerous trips up and down this road. Finally, the highways has married off two impossible partners, a bus journey and comfort.
Timely or not, if highways matter to one set of people, it must be the truck drivers. I spent a day with one of them to understand what their issues are as these highways become modern and more efficient.
Murtaza Khan, 24, has been driving a truck for 3 years, addicted to tobacco, pan and a bit of Vicks sometimes. He is ready to pay up to 100 rupees. Told we travelled with him 2 days and 2 nights from Mumbai to Ahmedabad.
जितना टाइम पहले आने जाने में लगता था, उसमें भी हम आराम भी कर सकते 2-4 घंटा और फिर भी वही टाइम पे पहुंच जाते हैं. 10 महीने में 9 महीने में टायर निकल जाते थे, वो अभी 12 महीने चल जाते हैं.
New highways have solved some woes, many others remain.
तुम्हारे जो बच्चे होंगे वो ट्रक ड्राइवर बनेंगे, ये चाहोगे?
ना ना, ये तो नहीं चाहेंगे। चलते चलते अच्छे भले लोग गालियाँ देते हैं।
हाँ।
फिर नाम सुनते ही लोग घर में नहीं बिठाएंगे।
हाँ।
ये तो ड्राइवर है।
हाँ।
ऐसी सब बुराइयां हैं इसके अंदर, वो चाहे कितना भी शरीफ हो।
With every sunrise come new battles. With every sunset, truckers like Murtaza realize that they clearly have many miles to go before they sleep.
How highways have changed traditional industries and lifestyle, but have they become more safe?
Gujarat's dairy industry or the flourishing marble industry here in Kishangarh. What these broad new roads have done is given these businesses a little extra push. It's brought in new customers and made distant markets more accessible. You need not be Shah Jahan to admire these expensive marble slabs. This is from where that glazed look travels to dream homes across the countries. Kishangarh's marble industry has been bogged down by killer roads all this while.
पहले खड्डे बहुत हुआ करते थे, यहाँ से कोई कस्टमर जैसे मार्बल लेके गया तो उसको 10-5%, 15% वो मान के चलता था टूटेगा। आजकल वो हमारे ये प्रॉब्लम बिल्कुल नहीं है।
And the regal splendor of this white is not a gift of the new roads to Rajasthan alone. When you travel in Gujarat, you'll see that dairies and in turn dairy farmers here are making more money now. That's because the milk is transported much faster to the pasteurizing unit before it can turn sour, and there's less wastage. Of course, it also means very fresh glass of milk at your breakfast table. Uttam Dairy in Ahmedabad sources milk from far-flung districts which turns sour within 3 hours of collection. The dairy has to run several chilling plants to treat the milk before bringing it to its main plant. With the roads lending wings to these trucks, the milk reaches Ahmedabad directly.
This year, due to efficient transportation, 3 rupees 60 paisa per liter, we paid more to our producer.
The roads have changed everything, even the approach to business. Earlier you looked at price management with the heart of marble. Now it's the milk of human kindness.
Talking of traditional industries along the highways, while driving down from Delhi to Jaipur, I noticed fewer dhabas and more resorts. So I'm going to drive into one of these resorts to see what's bringing people here.
Bringing them here, of course, the highway, move the traffic, lush green property over here. People really want to have relaxation in this kind of an atmosphere. They want to get away from the normal hustle and bustle activity.
Like the upwardly mobile Bharatis, for whom the GQ is also a drive to catch up on some family gossip.
It just takes about 15-20 minutes to drive from Gurgaon to come down to this place.
So you've been around the world. Comparisons are but natural.
It's now beginning to happen in India, where people are actually able to zip on the highway, come down to a heritage village like this, or drive down to a golf course.
The same road zips ahead from the rustic charms near Jaipur and rushes you to the warmth of amenity centers, which are the new age dhabas that draw scores of weekend travelers.
बहुत बढ़िया एक्सपीरियंस है। अहमदाबाद से हमको नडियाद जाना पड़ता है, नडियाद से फिर यू टर्न लेके यहाँ पर फूड के लिए स्पेशली हम लोग नडियाद तक जाके यहाँ पर आते हैं। इतना डिलीशियस फूड यहाँ पर।
Well, the drive can stir all kinds of appetites.
The coolness, the fountains are there, the garden we have seen. There should be one girlfriend also with us.
Temptations galore along the highway of change. It's also the highway to opportunity.
Potential is huge. We just got to give the right kind of services to the people.
So step out, join the joyride.
Clean air, nice food, good resort. But can anything beat the taste of spicy paranthas and the good old chai at my good old dhaba, which is where I'm off to.
The new highways have given a lifestyle twist to travelers, giving them unprecedented speed. But as Spider-Man would say, with great power comes great responsibility. Here's a look at how you could enjoy the highway safely. Every highway has its grisly accidents. On India's new highways, thankfully, they're getting fewer with each passing day. If there's one thing that the new highways deserve credit for, it is safety.
Express highway is the best and better.
As well as our traveling time has become reducing day by day.
Here's why the accidents are going down. Helpline numbers at almost every kilometer.
Maximum half an hour response time. Before that also, if it is a nearby, it is within 5 to 10 minutes only.
The 93-kilometer expressway near Ahmedabad, for instance, has 4 patrol vehicles, 4 ambulances and 1 crane servicing the entire stretch.
Through the wireless, we immediately inform the ambulance, and then we have a tie-up with the district hospitals where we take it, depending on the nature of the accident.
So the big lesson of the new highways, do not drink and drive. And if you have an old, ill-maintained car and you're racing down the highways, then only God can help you. After the break, highways change local economies and alter the little villages and towns that are on their side. But what can we do to fight the dreaded cargo of AIDS that Indian highways carry?
Once upon a time, rivers were the cradle of civilization. But in 21st century India, the stakes have shifted to the country's spanking new highways.
And these new roads may literally take you home. Like it happened for Pranav Singh, a Kolkatan who decided to explore residential options while driving down the shining brand new GQ.
We were driving down to Ajmer. We saw the place, we liked the ambience, and decided to make an investment.
The wasteland is finally yielding gold. These roads have sparked off a construction boom, welding money with habitations. You simply can't stop counting the beginnings of future townships.
Previously, the road condition was not that good. People never wanted to have the highway drive, but now because of these expressways, people are traveling through highways and they are changing their way of life.
Property prices and the appreciation is thrice if it's next to the highway.
2.5, 3 years back, 10 to 15 lakh rupees a bigha. But at present, they have appreciated to somewhere around 80 to 90 lakh rupees a bigha along the highways.
The gold rush has begun, and for the salaried middle class, that second apartment is just a few hours drive down the new highway. Like Abhilasha Chaudhary, a job consultant based in Delhi who has overtaken many in the race to acquire highway property. She now savors the sweet taste of timely investment.
We invested in October 2004. I would say in these 2 years, there's a total 100% increase.
The way property prices along the national highway are rising is unbelievable. It's not long before these empty lands behind me will transform into mini townships and special economic zones.
For all the economic potential, condom packets lying in a secluded stretch along the highway tells of its worst kept secret: prostitution, truck drivers and the menace of AIDS. A new song for an old problem. Spanking new highways, but 1 in 4 truckers could be HIV positive in India. Almost 40% of truckers and the sex workers who service them could be dying of AIDS.
ऑल इंडिया के ट्रक्स यहाँ पर खड़े रहते हैं और यहाँ पर सेक्स वर्कर आते हैं रात को, ये उनके साथ में सेक्स करते हैं और अपने गाड़ी में आके आराम से चले जाते हैं.
So used condoms litter the highway sides, and when night falls, you can buy sex for 50 rupees at innocent tea stalls.
हाँ जाते हो
4 बरस से ऐसा काम को बोल के मैं ऐसा बाहर आती. मेरा आदमी होटल में काम करते हैं तो कितना 1500-1600 रुपया पगार मिलता, उसमें गुजारा नहीं होता.
यहाँ से कट करने का, फिर उसको
There are new models of help. Peer group teaching, for instance, by NGOs like the Sevadham Foundation and those run by the Transport Corporation of India.
They are away from the home for more than 15
days average and more than months together. People are aware of HIV/AIDS. They are aware of condom also. But in practice, you don't find it actually.
कंडोम का इस्तेमाल तो बहुत बड़ा है पहले से.
इसको कहाँ छुएंगे तो सेक्स उत्पन्न हो जाएंगे.
With 100 patients a day at highway clinics, AIDS workers finally might be getting the picture right.
So these highways mean different things for different people. But what about those who live in the small towns and villages along these routes? It's a road to new dreams of prosperity. Swanky highways have brought a sense of fulfillment in the lives of villagers long used to pothole stretches of the Licence Raj era. With the road spreading out to 4 lanes, farmers who've given up land have been richly rewarded.
थोड़ी लोगों ने अपनी जमीनें बेच करके करोड़ों रुपया बैंकों में, लाखों रुपया बैंकों में जमा कराया है.
But for some, the road has divided their entire life.
हम रहते इधर है और हमारा ट्यूबवेल इधर है. दोनों तरफ जमीन है एक्सप्रेस हाईवे से, इसलिए हमको परेशानी होती है आने जाने की.
But the highway authorities have provided underpasses which the farmers are reluctant to use.
We do try to educate them that it is in their own interest and this is a continuing process.
This is perhaps a peculiar Indian problem. We are so used to crossing the road right at our doorstep that we'd rather cross the road even when there's heavy traffic rather than go an extra 300 meters to take the underpass. So it's convenience at the cost of safety. But safe is how many mothers feel now walk their children to school.
पहले जब बच्चे को स्कूल लेने आते जाते थे तो ऐसा डर सा लगता था कि कहीं इधर से गाड़ी नहीं आ जाए, उधर से नहीं आ जाए. अब 4 लेन होने से ये समस्या दूर हो गई.
And that isn't the only reason women are cheering. Housewife Santosh Devi has 2 married daughters and 1 more engaged. She steps out when she needs to rush them to the hospital for childbirth. She says better healthcare in Jaipur is now only 40 minutes away.
पहले 1.5-2 घंटा लगे जा. 1.5-2 घंटा में तो लेडीज का डिलीवरी टाइम कहीं भी हो सके से.
And there are new business opportunities in most unusual of places. Hawkers have sprouted illegally and this man's trade is flourishing under the flyover, even if it means a close shave with the law. Well, that's the end of our journey. But wait a minute. They say a journey is never complete without food. So here are the delicious delights you can bite into when you drive down this route.